I was like looking at you like with your Goku hair. I was like, ain't no fucking way. Ain't no way he's talking shit about my hair. Boy, let me tell you, bro.
Bro, yeah, my hair used to be crazy, bro. I'm so glad I ditched that fucking hairstyle. Oh my gosh, I had to grow up out of that one, man.
By the way, Tommy's the one that gave us the name Rowdy Boys, mind you, which is why we call it.
Actually,
Really?
no, Andrew did.
No, I thought it was you.
I thought that it was you.
No, I got it from him.
And you got it from Tommy. That's fucking crazy.
Hold up, who got that white girl, save me a bump? Drew over there on the table, he slumped. Pringle dancing like Jamaican on rum. Teddy's in the bathroom taking a hold up. Who got that white girl, save me a line? Tamim got the hookah, he's taking his time. Tommy's wildin', I should break up that fight. But this is a day in the life of the Rowdy Boys. Gang, gang. Let me check my stance.
Hey, squad.
What's going on, everybody? It's the Rowdy Boys back in the building. Drew over here, Ted over there. Drew is coming to you from a damn blizzard going on over here on the damn mountainous west. You know what I mean? What's that weather looking like where you at, Ted, in sunny LA?
Yeah, so like I was saying before, my camera cut off because this is take two, y'all. This is take two. I'm gonna just keep it a buck. It's slightly chilly in LA as opposed to a fucking whole ass blizzard. In LA, it's just slightly chilly. But everybody in LA, they can't take the cold, so everybody's just all bundled up like it's fucking, you know what I mean? Like it's fucking the mountains of Montana. And
Yeah.
I'm over here just walking kind of like this, just outside. Like, yeah, it's a little chilly, but whatever.
Right.
So yeah, it's like fucking. So right now it's 52 degrees. If you walk outside, you'll think that you're in fucking Greenland. You know what I mean? Because everybody's fucking like thick ass coats and shit. Like it's not that cold.
Right. Just overreacting.
Well, they're just not acclimated to any sort of cold. You know what I mean?
Right.
Like even me, like I'm from Texas. Texas is known for being hot, but it does still get colder than it does in LA.
Right.
So I have been in the cold. You know what I mean? But these people, they've been here their whole life. They're used to fucking 60, 70 degrees bare minimum. You know what I mean?
Bare maximum.
No, not bare maximum. Bare maximum would be like 100.
Oh
It gets hot as
yeah,
fuck
bare
over here.
bare. Well, I meant bare maximum in the cold. Like that's the max they can handle.
Yeah, that's the maximum they can handle. Yeah,
Yeah.
because that's the minimum that it ever fucking gets. You know
Yeah,
what I mean?
right. All right, man. Well, today we want to talk about male loneliness, right? So I thought this was really good. It kind of inspired me. I was watching some videos over the weekend because, you know, obviously I'm over here. It's stuck inside of a blizzard. So I was like, all right, let me get some ideas for some videos. And, you know, I don't think we touched too much on this topic. But honestly, I don't think you can touch enough on this topic. You know what I mean? So, you know, you might hear us talk about this again and again because this is a super important topic, you know? There's a lot of guys out there that are kind of, you know, running around without a head, like a chicken without a head. And we over here going to try to, you know, give some advice, give our thoughts, give our opinions, and, you know what I mean, talk to them people like that. You know what I mean? So
Yeah.
I'm going to start this off by saying throughout human history, this is not like a new thing. There's always been male loneliness. I think now it's amplified even more because how antisocial people are, and males get the damn brunt end of it. You know what I mean? Like over here, you know, 200 years ago, even 50 years ago, you know what I mean? They never had social media. And I was just talking to Ted about it over the phone before we actually started recording, like a couple hours before. Social media makes us fucking antisocial, bro. It is the most ass backwards shit. Fucking computer. But it is the most ass backwards shit because you hear the word social, you're like, oh, it's supposed to make you more social. No, everybody, bro. Like, I live in the suburbs now, right? I used to live in the city, now I live in the suburbs. Out here and the countryside, it's a little different. Because, you know, you go down to, like, the gym or you go to the mall and you're stuck in a big line or something like that. The guy in the back of you and the guy in the front of you, or the girl in the back of you and the girl in front of you, they'll kind of chop it up with you a little bit here and there. You go down to the city, you know what I mean? Like city centers and stuff like that, or, you know, very close proximity to the city. People are just glued to their phone like this, bro. They just glued to their phone like this. You know what I mean? The guy in the front of you, the guy in the back of you, the guy in front of you. They don't know who the hell you are. You know what I mean? They find refuge in that fucking phone. You know what I mean? And I think out of everything, I think that's like one of the main factors, bro. What you got to say about that?
Yeah, man. Might as well call it damn anti-social media.
Yeah, seriously.
It's anti-social media. Yeah, so I'll start off on a lighthearted note because I feel like I could definitely get dark with this topic. And I feel like you as well. You know, we've both experienced loneliness in our life, right?
Yeah.
I'm currently experiencing loneliness, but I'm not gonna get like all sad and shit on the pod. But I'm gonna start on a lighthearted note in saying that the biggest takeaway that a lot of guys can pull from this episode is, well, maybe not the biggest takeaway, but one of the biggest takeaways is what you do when you're lonely. Because what you do when you're lonely could really fuck you up, or it could have an adverse effect and give you build up something so that once you're out of that loneliness, you're set up for success. Whereas if you don't do anything with yourself, all you're doing is sitting around chasing chicks that don't fucking want you, and then making yourself feel more fucking miserable and depressed and lonely when they reject you.
Right.
All you're doing is sitting around jacking off to these chicks that you don't even know you fucking exist.
Right.
And all you're doing is fucking drinking and doing drugs and playing video games and just making yourself more and more miserable. Guess what? You're actually never gonna get out of that loneliness. But if you happen to get out of that loneliness, you're not really set up for success after that. Whereas if you take that loneliness and you go, okay, I'm lonely, but what does that mean? That means, by definition, I am alone. Right. I have no distractions. I have nothing outside that's pulling me away from what I need to be focused on. So guess what? I'm going to take that negative and I'm going to turn it into a positive. So my loneliness, I'm going to flip that into, that's my work time. That's my time to build on the things that I need to build on, work on things I need to work on. Yeah, go ahead and decompress, go ahead and enjoy life. You know what I mean? Play a game every now and then, fucking listen to music, read a book, eat some desserts, whatever. But make sure that you keep in mind that time stops for no man. Mm-hmm. So all that time that you're spending lonely, if you're just wasting that time away, all you're doing is getting older and older and older, and all that time could be spent actually building something for your future. Right. So that one day when you're not fucking lonely, guess what? You've built something that you can actually like live off of, that can actually impress people, and that you can actually build a fortune off of. So that's what I'm working on right now in my life is, yes, I'm alone 90% of the time. And even when I'm at work, bro, I don't fucking know any of my coworkers and they don't fucking know me. So I still feel alone.
Right.
And then, I come home, I fucking work on my shit. I don't go out to the bars anymore. I don't go out to clubs anymore. At least like not so much. Like maybe every now and then I hang out with like a handful of friends every now and then. I'll have some chicks over, whatever. But I'm alone a lot of the time. And I'm just trying to keep my plan, like the big goal in mind, that all this alone time needs to be spent working on the shit that is important to me. Right. So that once I'm out of this fucking shit, oh wow, look at what I did with all of my time. Look at what I fucking built. Yep. I have a fucking novel out. I have albums out. This is me personally, you know. I built this fucking website that's now profiting. You know what I mean? I want to look back and be like, I fucking made that loneliness my bitch. Right. You know what I mean? Right. I made that loneliness my bitch instead of that loneliness made me its bitch. Don't be your loneliness's bitch. Let your loneliness be your bitch. That's what I'm saying.
Oh, man. Yeah, nah, bro. Like, honestly, I think a lot of guys, and like he said, you know, I went through a time when everybody kind of left where we was living in Hawaii, and, everybody left, and I was basically there kind of alone. Obviously, I had some friends, but, like my main group of friends that are like around my age that can really relate to me, everybody left or they got locked up. You know what I mean? So,
yeah, you was just sitting in your room like this.
Nah, that's the thing. I wasn't sitting in my room. You know what I mean? I was sitting inside of a work truck. So I was working like 14, 15 hours a day. And that's my point, is like basically piggybacking off of you, is that I don't think too many guys don't understand. Like, too many guys, they don't understand that is a fucking superpower, bro. The fact that you cut out all distractions out of your life. You know what I mean? Not to say that your friends are a distraction, but the fact that you are able to basically 100% focus on a goal, I'm telling you, man, from experience. You know what I mean? Now I can I just got back from New York, you know what I mean? Last month. From the other month from there, I was in Texas. You know what I mean? The other month after that, we was in Idaho. I was in California earlier in the year, in Canada. You know what I mean? Now, I mean, I look back at it and it was just like, oh, it was all worth it. You know what I mean? I'm trying to tell y'all, if you it's definitely not out of the realm for feeling lonely. You know what I mean? You're going to be like, oh, damn, I really wish like my friends were here, or I had more friends, or I was more social and I got invited more to things. I'm telling you, man, if you just stick your head down, you know what I mean? Put your head down and just fucking grind, you know what I mean? Grind it out. When you look back at it 3-4 years down the line, you're going to be like, oh my gosh, that was such a wonderful time to have. Because as life goes on, then you get family and you get friends, you know what I mean? Things start to distract you, bro. You can't 100% commit to something like that, you know what I mean? And I don't think too many guys realize it's kind of a superpower to have that much time and not that many distractions.
Yeah. One thing that keeps me motivated and what keeps me pushing forward. So like, okay, let's say I'm sitting down like I was today, because I took time off work today and I'm gonna be off work tomorrow, right? So I'm gonna use today as an example, right? My day started, I woke up and I was like, all right, I'm off today. What am I gonna do? For the first like hour, I just sat around fucking jacking it. Right there on that bed. Just imagine it. That's me right there. Fucking jacking it. Just wasting time away.
Yeah, just wasting time.
Wasting time away. Okay? What pushes me when I'm in that fucking state of I just want to lay around and do nothing is when I'm out of this fucking, rut, when I'm out of this hole that I'm in, right? I want people to go, how the fuck did you pull all of this shit off? How the fuck did you get 2-3 albums done and write a novel and work on this podcast while you were working fucking 40 plus hours a week? How the fuck did you get this shit done? And that's going to be a testament of how I spent my free time. Now, if I get out of this rut and I basically have nothing to fucking show for all the free time that I had, then that's just going to be par for the course for those people. Those same people that would have been like, damn, how did you get all this shit done while still having a full-time job? Those same people are going to be like,
you a fuck
up.
Yeah,
yeah, you a fuck up. You didn't do shit with your fucking time.
Right.
And now you're 30. You know what I mean? I'm 27 right now. I want to be like, now you're 30 and you didn't do shit for the past 3 fucking years.
Yep.
I want people to go, damn, this man was working a full-time job this whole time. And look at all the shit that he built on the side, on his off days, when he was like before work, after work. Look at all the shit he did. That's the feeling that I'm chasing. So I'll get up from that, fucking wipe myself off, be like, all right, I need to fucking do something. And guess what I did today? That exact thought that I shared with y'all about, oh my God, you accomplished so much while also having a full-time job. You must have been doing a lot in your free time. That made me fucking record music all fucking day. That's all I did pretty much today, is just record fucking music. I almost finished the whole fucking song. I was about to share too much because I want to keep some stuff a secret as far as like music goes, but I almost finished the whole fucking song. I'm very excited for it, and I wouldn't have done that shit if I just succumbed to that feeling of, oh God, I have nobody to hang out with, nothing to fucking do. I'm just gonna sit around and be a fucking loser all day.
Right.
No, I was a loser for an hour of the day. And small wins, small victories. I was a loser for an hour of the day. And the rest of the day, I was fucking working. You know what I mean? Decide for yourself what that feeling is that you're going to chase. For me, it's people going, damn, you accomplished a lot with the time that you had. Whatever that feeling is for you, imagine it. Imagine getting that feeling and then chase that shit. What do you have to do in order to accomplish it? Do you have to sit around fucking jacking off watching TV shows all day? No. You have to fucking use those little gaps and windows of opportunity to fucking work.
Yeah.
Work can be fucking miserable. Work can be a bitch. But the joy doesn't come from in the moment. The joy comes from the result.
Yeah.
You're going to feel that result. You're going to feel that joy from that result. And it's going to be so fucking worth getting up off of your fucking ass whenever you have free time and actually doing something with your fucking time.
Yeah, I'm telling you, like, I'm just going to piggyback on this, and then I'm going to transition to another point. But what you're saying is 100% right, bro. Like I said, when all my friends left, and either they left the island or they got locked up, you know what I mean? I just put my head down and I fucking grinded it out, bro. Because I had a fucking vision. I was like, I'm gonna be living here. I'm gonna be living in a fucking good neighborhood when I get off the island. I'm gonna be fucking, you know what I mean, hanging out with my friends and traveling and stuff like that. And that's literally what I'm doing now. That's why I can be on this fucking camera and talk some shit, because I already put the damn sweat equity in. You know what I mean? You're listening to a guy who put in 80 hours a week, some fucking weeks. You know what I mean? 90 hours a week, working like a damn dog. You know what I'm saying? With nobody there. Like, all my main friends either moved off the damn island or they got locked up. You know what I'm saying? So when I'm saying to all the guys that feel a little bit more lonely, that's a superpower, man. I'm piggybacking off what you saying, bro. That's a damn superpower, man. You got to just put your head down. Even if you fucking working at a damn fast food restaurant, bro. Put your head down. If they're giving you overtime, take all that overtime, man. Take all that overtime, bro. I'm telling you, it's a damn superpower, bro. You don't have nothing distracting you. No, nothing distracting you. You know, you don't have people say, hey, come out on Saturday, come out on Sunday, come over here, let's do this, let's do that. Girls hitting you up, let me come over. You don't got none of that right now. You know what I'm saying? So you got to take that at full advantage, man, because the older you get and the more your social group expands, you know what I'm saying? You're going to have to be, cognizant of that. And when people invite you, if you don't come and you don't show up, then, people are going to look at you a certain way and that kind of thing. So, you're going to be popping out. You want to socialize. You want to hang out with your friends. You're not going to have as much time to do the shit that you can right now when you're quote unquote lonely. You know what I mean?
Right. And I'll even take it a step further. Like, for me, I don't have a fucking dog. I don't have a cat. I don't have a fucking girlfriend. Dumped her a few months ago. I don't have fucking, I have friends, but they're not like pulling me out to like go do shit. You know what I mean?
Right.
I don't have a lot of responsibility. So when I'm sitting here, I'm watching fucking TV, it dawns on me very quickly. Through, like, in the middle of an episode that I'm watching, you know what I mean? Just sitting down, not doing shit. It just dawns on me. And I tell myself, you have no excuse to not fucking do something right now.
Yep.
You have literally no excuse.
Yep.
The only thing stopping you from doing something right now, the only thing stopping you from picking up that project that you need to work on is you. That's the only fucking thing stopping you. And that thought makes me go, I'll literally be sitting here lounging, bro. I'll be lounging. I'll sit straight the fuck up. What the fuck am I doing?
Yep.
And I just mentioned it twice, me talking to myself. I'll say, you have no excuse. I'll say, what the fuck are you doing? This is something that maybe you need to try at home for the people that are watching, right? This is something you need to try at home. Don't just allow your thoughts to stay in your head, because you're just going to manipulate yourself into thinking that it's okay to fucking sit around and do nothing. Like I've said before, sometimes it pays to be mean to yourself. And one way that I can be mean to myself in order to get shit done is literally verbally talking to myself. Now, if somebody was in the room, it may look like I'm fucking crazy, but nobody's here. Nobody's in the room.
Yeah,
I'm all alone. So I will literally verbally tell myself these things, and that actually makes a world of difference. If I literally am just sitting there watching a TV show, I'll look straight fucking crazy. I'm letting you into my life a little bit. But I'll literally be talking to myself saying, what the fuck are you doing? I'll look at this big ass mirror to my left, look at myself in the mirror and be like, what the fuck are you doing? Are you going to accomplish anything in life by sitting around watching fucking TV? It helps me to actually get those thoughts out and talk to myself. And then I'm like, damn, I'm right. I need to fucking do something. I don't know if that makes me crazy, but I literally have to verbally talk, not just talk to myself in my head. I have to verbalize it. And when I hear it, I'm like, I need to do something about it. Find whatever gets you out of that fucking like comfort zone of like, yeah, I'm just going to chill and not do shit all day. For me, it's talking to myself. For me, it's being a little mean to myself. Look at you, you fat fuck. You know what I mean? Like, sometimes you got to be a little mean to yourself, because if nobody else is, then you're just going to think that it's okay to stay in your comfort zone and not do shit with your fucking life. Next thing you know, you're a fucking 30, 40-year-old loser. So for me, I have to talk to myself. I have to be basically a fucking drill sergeant to myself in order to get myself up out of my fucking bed or up out of my fucking chair and actually do something with my free time. It's so comfortable and it's so easy to not do shit with your fucking time. Nobody's saying that it's easy to fucking work hard and it's easy to fucking get shit done.
Right.
It's the easiest thing is to just sit there and do fucking nothing and just let fucking time pass. So you have to go above and beyond in order to actually get yourself out of that. So this all encompasses the topic of loneliness, right? Because loneliness, you're not doing shit with your fucking time. You're just sitting around wishing that somebody would hit you up, wishing that you had something to do.
Right.
Don't fucking sit around wishing for shit. Use that as an opportunity to grow and to develop and to be a better fucking person. You know what I mean?
Yeah, yeah. Now, I'm going to transition it a little bit because, for me and you, Ted, I think we're pretty social people. But, I think, especially for me, when I was growing up, I was kind of like, and this is basically, I'm going to transition into it, right? I'm going to try to do this smooth transition, right? So, smooth. All right, so.
Wait, let me do like a transitional wipe.
All right, so I know that for a lot of dudes out there, especially like, I was gonna say younger, but I mean honestly, it could affect guys of all ages. So we're not gonna put an age on this one. It can be kind of hard to break out of shells, right? So I can understand. So like, let's just say for example, you are in a social environment, right? You over there basketball and stuff like that, but you kind of like a wallflower. You know what I mean? You kind of stick to yourself. I'll give you an example of myself. You know what I mean? Like I grew up in Hawaii. I look different than most people. You know what I'm saying? So in my high school, basically K to 12, kindergarten to 12, I was over there. I got picked on, made fun of. Not so much kindergarten. I shouldn't say that. But like, my basically growing up, picked on, made fun of. You know what I mean? Got in a whole bunch of fights, got jumped, all that shit, right? So that kind of made me kind of like stick to myself. You know what I mean? I kind of stuck to myself a little bit more than the people that I knew. It really took basically moving out of the island to basically, for me to blossom a little bit more socially. You know what I mean? That now I can have conversations with like random ass people. I used to think to myself, like when somebody used to talk to me like on the bus or whatever social setting, like, why the fuck this person talking to me? We'd be at a party, I'd be thinking like this. You know what I mean? Like, stay the fuck away from me. I don't know who you are. Maybe this person trying to jump me. Who knows? That's how much my head was, messed up. You know what I'm saying? So for the guys that's like, whatever circumstance kind of got you to kind of shell up a little bit more and stuff like that, I would say, bro, you have to face your fears, bro. You know what I mean? Like, it could be kind of a scary thing getting rejected by the group that you want to, approach or be a part of and stuff like that. But you got to do it, man. You got to, cuff yourself by the balls and, you know what I'm saying, make a good impression and try to talk to people and get out of your shell because nobody's going to do it, bro. You know what I mean? When a chicken's coming out of that fucking shell, you know what I'm saying? He's got to hatch himself. You know what I'm saying? Very rarely does it get help from other places. You know what I'm saying? You got to make that shit happen. And one of the advices that I can give to you, basically, one of the advices I can give to guys that are kind of, basically trying to get out of that shell, try to help people, man. The easiest way you're going to, meet people and, make friends with people is, especially as a guy, right? As a girl, all you got to do is throw some ass to people and then you make a whole bunch of friends, right? As a guy, we can't do that really unless you're gay. But
he's joking.
As a guy,
women are more complex creatures than that. He's joking.
But basically, try to help people out, man. As a guy, it can be very, very frustrating trying to make friends and create a social group and stuff like that. But one of the things that can make that super easy is if you got something to contribute to a group. You know what I'm saying? If you got something to contribute to a group, you're halfway in the door already, man. You know what I'm saying? Because nobody. Like the popular guys, if you want to hang out with the popular guys, right? Your group is only as strong as their weakest link, right? If you can come and add some value to that group, you know what I mean? There you go. You halfway in the door already. You know what I'm saying? So they're gonna try to mess with you a little bit more. You know what I'm saying? So I would advise try to help people in their problems and stuff like that. Be like, hey, I noticed this and that. I can help you out. You know what I mean? Or if you're at school, you know what I mean? Volunteer. You know what I'm saying? Volunteering is a good way. You're trying to help problems, man. As a guy, basically our whole fucking existence on this earth is to serve people and help people. So use that, damn it, and try to help some people and serve some people, and then you'll find yourself making some friends. You know what I'm saying?
Man, you just spit fucking facts, bro. Because that's how people are built. That's how people operate. And whether you want to admit it or not, you are most valuable to somebody, not because of your personality, not because they enjoy being around you, but what you do for them, what you provide for them. Yep. And it could be something as small as they're funny. So I like being around them because they provide me with comedy. They provide me with laughs. Right. It could be something like that. It could be something as big as I like this person because they give me money. I don't know. Whatever the fucking case may be. If they benefit from you, you're more likely to stick around them. And that's not to say that you just need to fucking sell yourself per se, but it's just to say that you need to actually provide some sort of value to that person's life if you're trying to infiltrate their life, besides just being around, just being there, just standing there, doing nothing, saying nothing, or not providing any sort of substance. If you provide something in their life, and like Andrew said, a big part of it is if you help them with something, if you're supporting them in something, if you take interest in what they're working on and you're supporting them, say they have a fucking small business, say you buy fucking, you know, their hoodies or whatever, right? So you're providing you're helping their business. You're doing something besides just like desperately trying to find friends, and then you just creep up on them like, "Hi, be my friend, please." Please be my friend. I'm very lonely. Do something that actually benefits them. So that's a really good point.
Yeah, no, man. You know, like for the guys that are kind of like socially awkward, right? It's okay, bro. You know what I'm saying? Like, you know, at a stage of my life, I was pretty socially awkward myself. You know what I mean? I was super scared of, you know, like big crowds and stuff. You know what I mean? My heart will be fucking beating in my chest, right? But if you can provide some value, right? If you at a party, for example, right, and you bring a damn bottle of alcohol, you already halfway in the door, because now you're providing some people some alcohol, right? You helping people get drunk. You know what I'm saying? So you're gonna meet some friends there. You know what I'm saying? Now, I'm not saying do this in wholesale and get used. You know what I mean? There's a fine line. Don't get fucking used out here. You know what I'm saying? But help people out. You know what I mean? Try to learn how to basically bring value to people, because there's another thing too, right? Too many people, especially guys nowadays, right? And this one really pisses me the hell off a little bit, because as a guy, I understand my fucking value. The reason why I'm on this earth is basically to serve and to help people. I understand that. My whole existence is going to be that. You know what I mean? I got to pay the bills. I got to help this. I got to serve that. I got to do this. I got to do that. Everything, right? As a guy, you should understand that too. And so many guys nowadays, bro, they just want to take. They want to take like a fucking leech, bro. Leave that shit to the girls. Let them take shit. Let them fucking, you know, leech off of shit and mooch off of shit. You over there, if you are lonely, I'm giving you some tough love right now. You know what I'm saying? Go over there and try to help some people out. You know what I mean? If you got something that maybe the jocks in your school, you know what I mean? Is you gotta, you know what I'm saying? You working out, you getting big, but you kind of socially, you know, kind of to yourself. Tell the jocks, hey man, watch, I could show you a trick or two with that workout. He might look at you kind of weird, you know what I mean? Because he's a jock, whatever, you know, he's an athlete. But you know what I mean? Show him up a little bit and say, hey, that's how you do it. You know what I mean? Help people out. Help people out. That's how you're going to make more friends. You know what I mean?
Right. Another point I want to touch on, which I know for a fact we've touched on before, but it fits into this topic perfectly, is to, if you are struggling with loneliness and you are trying to be more social, instead of, like, so the first thing we talked about was just capitalizing on the loneliness, right? And taking advantage of it.
Right.
If you're just fucking hopeless and you're just going to be alone anyway, you might as well do something with your time.
Right.
So, and then we touched on, okay, let's try to be a little bit more social. The third thing that I want to touch on is taking every opportunity that comes your way, regardless of how you feel about it. Because the worst thing that could happen is you actually go out and you have a bad time, and then you can just fucking forget about it, right?
That's a good one.
The worst thing that can, the worst thing that can happen is, all right, I'm gonna go hang out with these people that want to hang out with me. I was bored the whole time. Nothing happened, whatever. I just went back home and I can just fucking forget about it. I got to maybe cut these people off because they don't really like add any value to my life. You know what I mean? Whatever the case may be.
Right.
But taking every opportunity, it may seem like a small thing because you think, oh, 1 out of every 1,000 interactions is actually going to be meaningful and last a lifetime. Well, all right. Let me use me as an example. And like I said, I've said this before on the podcast. I'm going to say it again. When I first went to UH Manoa, and I didn't know any of these, I didn't know Andrew, I didn't know Pringle, I didn't know Tamim, I didn't know Tommy, I didn't know fucking anybody. I was just sitting in my dorm room, and then I'd go on like long ass walks from time to time, just enjoying being out of my parents' house. You know what I mean? This is me when I was 18, out the house for the first time. I was just kind of alone. You know what I mean? I wasn't really hanging out with people. I was a little bit. I was looking for shit to do, but for the most part, freshman in college, I was just kind of, you know, I mean,
right.
Just coasting. And then and I had never really partied like that. I had never really drank like that. I met Darwin first in the play that we were in. So me and Darwin were in a play called Ruined, which was a fucked up play. It's about like fucking like rape and genocide and shit. It was a crazy fucking play. But basically, me and Darwin were in this play, and then walking back to our dorms. Well, first of all, he was like, "Oh, you going back to the dorms? Let me walk with you." So right then and there, I could have been like, nah, bitch, I'm cool.
Right.
I could have been like, I'm cool. But we walked to the dorms together, and then as we were talking, he was like, "Hey, I'm throwing a party this weekend. You should come through." Again, I was not really a partier. I was not really a drinker. I was like brand new to all that shit. I wouldn't say every part of my being, but I would say like some parts of me didn't want to go to that party because I was nervous about it. He said that he was going to throw a dorm party, and I was like, all right, yeah, I'll pull through. And I went to my dorm, and I was like, I don't know, I'm nervous, you know what I mean? Like, what's going to happen? It's a dorm party. It's going to be my first college party. I don't know. I didn't feel like going, but I forced myself to go. Essentially, I forced myself to go because I'm like, you need to meet more people. Right. Maybe it'll be fun. And guess what? At that party, I met Andrew, I met Tommy, I met Jeremy, I met Tamim, I got closer with Darwin, and now all of us are going on like 9...
This year's 10 years.
Damn near 10 years of friendship. Damn near 10 years of not just friendship, close fucking friendship. You know what I mean? This is like my friendship with these 4 guys. Well, so you, Darwin, Tamim, including Tommy, rest in peace. My friendship with these guys is so priceless. And it all started with me making that one decision to actually pop out one night. Let me just pop out. Fuck it. That's the catalyst for everything else that happened after that. If it wasn't for that, if I just decided to stay my lonely college freshman self, my whole life would have been fucking different in a bad way. Because meeting these guys, meeting Andrew, who's my best fucking friend, meeting Darwin, meeting Tommy, Tommy, we weren't friends for a long time, you know what I mean, like less than a year, but what he did and who he was taught me a lot about life in general and matured me and gave me life lessons that otherwise I either would have never had or I would have gotten way later on in life. That shit sculpted me into the person I am today. All because of one fucking decision to take the opportunity and actually fucking meet these guys and hang out and do something. So you never know what kind of butterfly effect is going to happen when you decide to actually go out. When you decide to actually socialize, when you decide to actually break out of your cocoon instead of sitting in your room all day not doing shit. Like I said, the easy thing for me to have done would be to just stay in my fucking dorm. That would have been the most comfortable and the easiest thing to do. And even then, when I went to the party, this one chick was lying on Andrew's name saying that he was talking shit about me. You know
that
I mean?
was that. We gotta save that one. We gotta save that. I don't want to tell him completely how it went down, but yeah, basically she said that I was talking shit because Ted used to have a damn globetrotter afro. So she was saying like I was talking shit about his hair.
I mean, we've already talked about it though.
What the fuck? When did I even say that? I don't even know who the hell this chick was, bro.
Yeah, no, we already talked about it in the hotel podcast. Cause then I was like looking at you like with your Goku hair. I was like, ain't no fucking way he's talking shit about my hair. Boy, let me tell you, bro.
Bro, yeah, my hair used to be crazy, bro. I'm so glad I ditched that fucking hairstyle. Oh my gosh, I had to grow up out of that one, man. But no, that is such.
Oh, you ain't never gonna grow. You ain't never gonna do that shit again.
Hell no, I'm never doing that shit again, bro. That shit was crazy.
I didn't think it looked bad. It was just funny because I was like, there's no fucking way this fucking Super Saiyan motherfucker is talking shit about my fucking hair. Oh, by the way, if we're gonna do two videos, we gotta wrap this one up.
Yeah. No, basically, what you just said, bro. You know what I mean? When the opportunity presents itself to socialize and to hang out with people, you know what I mean? And they're like, hey, let's smoke a cigar in my situation, right? People always hit me up and they're like, hey, let's smoke a cigar, let's hang out, let's fix a car. Go fucking do that, man. You know what I'm saying? Because a lot of you guys, you know what I mean? Or, yeah, for the guys that are over here saying, oh, you know, I want to make more friends and shit like that. You got people in your life right fucking now that are trying to hit you up and try to do some shit, hit the gym with you, you know what I mean? Go wrestling, jiu-jitsu, whatever the fucking case may be, you know what I'm saying? Do some hobbies, go for a hike, take some photos, you know what I mean? Do a damn cross-country trip, and you not fucking going through with it, you know what I'm saying? You just like, nah, I'm not gonna do it. No, they're not gonna like me. Motherfucker, put yourself out there, bro. You know what I'm saying? Like, put yourself out there. You gotta fucking get out of your shell and just go, bro. Especially for the guys out there that are getting invited to shit, or people are like, you know, he looks kind of cool, so we're gonna try to give him a chance to hang out with us and shit like that and talk to you. Put yourself more in those positions, bro. Don't just let those opportunities fucking pass you by. You know what I'm saying? That was such a good point, though, bro.
Yeah, because if you let those opportunities pass by, you don't know and you will never know what those could have led to. Now, they could have led to nothing, but they could have led to an amazing lifelong friendship. You never fucking know.
That's 100 fucking % on you. 100% on you. Because now you got people that are actually trying to, you know what I mean, give you a little bit of rope, and you're just like, nah, fuck this, you know what I mean? You're just like, nah, I don't need any of this shit. I don't need any of this help. I'm gonna be by myself, you know what I mean? And I think I'm gonna wrap this video up with this one, right? I think part of that is the male ego. Hear me out on this one, right? The male ego wants to say, I did it all myself. I did this all my fucking self. I basically conquered Mount Everest by myself. And what I want to let y'all know is basically nobody's doing shit by themselves, bro. You hear like Jeff Bezos. Jeff Bezos was a self-made billionaire, right? You hear, let's just say that is the statement that I'm using for example, right? Or so-and-so was a fucking billionaire, self-made billionaire. That motherfucker's not self-made. He needs people buying his products. He needs a fucking team fucking supporting him and seeing his vision and working in unison with him. You know what I mean? He's not self-made. Everything is like done with a group, bro. You know what I'm saying? When you really dial back the layers, nothing is self-made. He didn't just pop out and $1 billion just fucking fly out the air. You know what I mean? He had to engage with other people.
Yeah. I'll even go further because I think I have kind of a hot take on the term self-made. My hot take is I don't think that there's such thing as somebody who's completely 100% self-made. There's no such thing. You could. So even if, say, everything that has to do with your business or your fortune, let's say you did everything by yourself, no investors, no donations, no like collaborators. Let's say your business, like by itself, was all you and nobody else helped you with it. Okay, but you don't describe it as a self-made business. You're saying that you are a self-made billionaire. So that's different. That's putting the perspective not on the business, but on you as a person. So you're saying that you made your billions by yourself, right? With no other help. Okay. So you're saying that your entire life, you put a roof over your own head and you put food in your own mouth without anybody's fucking help. Because if it wasn't for that, you wouldn't have even been around to fucking work, to fucking make those billions. You know what I mean? Okay, so you're saying that nobody ever fucking helped you out, gave you a helping hand, or you were never like mutually beneficial with somebody and they decided to help you out, you decided to help them out. It just doesn't exist. It just, in my opinion, like it doesn't exist for you to be a self-made person in general. We all have to depend on other people in order to help us out from time to time. Nobody is ever self-made. Unless the only time that you could ever actually be self-made is if you gave birth to your fucking self. You know what I mean? Did you give birth to your
we're talking like impossible scenarios.
Did you pop out of your did you pop out of your own vagina and then you were just left in a world with no resources and you had to mine for your own resources? But then again, well, okay, let's just go with that let's go with that theory. You had to mine for your own resources, for your own clothes, for your own fucking resources, for your own tools, and you had to provide for yourself. The motherfucker that built your house, the motherfucker that made your food, they all helped you out. Like, there's no such thing. If you really like break it down, you got helped by a lot of people, no matter what the situation is, because we all depend on the world around us to provide an environment for us to succeed. That was well said. I'm gonna leave it there, bro. I'm gonna leave it fucking there. We all, what did I say? We all depend on the environment around us to set us up for success.
All right, I'm gonna wrap this up with this, right? So for you guys that are, you know what I mean, a little bit more egotistical, and you're like, nah, I'm gonna do it myself. I'm gonna do this by myself. You literally can't do it by yourself. If everybody right now stops shopping at Amazon, Jeff Bezos' fucking empire, whatever he's built on right now, you know, Amazon, his whole fucking, you know, ego attached with that shit, it'll crumble right now. You know what I mean? People need to support Amazon. People need to help Amazon by supporting it. You know what I'm saying? Nobody over here is completely self-made. You might have done the heavy lifting of the shit, you know what I'm saying? But don't ever forget that you need a group of people around you. You know what I mean? Don't be this lone wolf type of motherfucker. You know what I'm saying? You're not a tiger in the fucking, you know, Bengal forest and shit like that. You know what I'm saying? We fucking human beings, we need one another, provide value. Don't let your ego get in the way, man. And yeah, I think we gave y'all a damn solid video over here, man. So we're gonna wrap this one with that.
Yep.
Peace.
Yep. Please be sure to like, subscribe, comment, share, and I think that's it. Like, comment, subscribe, share, and follow us for the next video. We gonna keep hitting y'all with these gems, and stay tuned.
Peace.
We out of here. Peace.